What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back. Just like that. Just like that. Testing. Can y'all hear me? Is this thing on? 2021 Return to the Grind King. It's grind time. I ain't talking about battle rap. Sir, what up? Man, we're going to talk about it. This should be a fun one because I've been trying to get this off my chest. You know, and this is the first time I'm getting to go live with you. So I'm going to wait a couple minutes and let the notifications go out, and then we going to keep it locked. Kenya, what up? If y'all come in, smash the like button. Man, there's tons of new content on the channel. 2021, I feel great. There's a lot of stuff going on in our nation right now. If you look at the Capitol and whatnot. But, you know, we keep our head on a swivel. We out here grinding. Sir 47 said YouTube still bugging. What happened? What happened with YouTube? What happened? What did YouTube do? Thank you, Kenya. We gonna talk about it. No notification. Man, they been hating on. I think, like, I don't know. I don't know if this is like a rule, an unwritten rule, but I feel like if you make too much money on YouTube, then they try to hate. You know what I'm saying? Like, they be trying to throttle because it don't even make sense. Like, we've had killer months. Like the month of December, it might have been my all-time greatest ever. You know what I'm saying? Since my channel, I've been around for a minute, you know. But just off of memory, it's up there. It's up there. We had a great month, and we're going to do it again 2021. We're going to do it again. So, and I've been putting out consistent work. So, you know, I don't know. I can't really speak for YouTube or the algorithm, but, you know, I'm enjoying life. Things are good. I'm just going to keep building, and, you know, we're going to take that December momentum and keep on building. I don't know. I apologize. People aren't getting notifications. There's not really much I could do on my level of to make sure. The only thing I could say is just like hit the bell icon, check back on my channel. I drop content. I'm gonna be here. I'm dropping heat. He said YouTube out here like Rico from Belly. Facts. They're like, nah, I'm gonna have to drop a dime on Ego. I don't like that. Whatever. I don't care as long as they pay me the money right. Couple more minutes and we'll get started. We gotta talk about Devin Haney. Matthew 12:26 tell you about what is going on in the Capitol. Man, I don't know what you talking about. This man putting Bible passages. What? Man, we about to block you. Man, we about to block you. This man came up with some Stone Cold 316 out of nowhere. I'm just here to talk boxing. Oh, he got blocked. Oh, my man Icy hit him. My man Icy said, we don't want you here, bro. Yeah, get Kirk Franklin out of here. Put your hands together. Stop. Good God, y'all. Like, get Kirk Franklin out of here, bro. Ain't Kirk Franklin addicted to porn? Didn't he say that? Do you want a revolution? Woo, woo. I said, do you want a revolution? Like, get Kirk. Do you want a revolution? Get him out of here. We want to see you gone. You must pay. Icy said he ain't a real prophet. Icy, I hope you ready for the grind 2021. You better get yours together, Icy. The grind getting real. I'm feeling Mayweather sharp. Bro, I'm feeling like Mayweather. I know I've been on my shit because the way I'm connecting, my accuracy rate, everything, I'm like, okay. And I'm just, the countering, I feel sharp. I think your connection lagging, that's you in the Obama phone. Nobody else complaining but you. Bro, I feel like Mayweather. Oh. Shout out to Kenya B. $5. Thanks for the live, Ego. I've been enjoying the content, supporting my faves. Appreciate you. Yeah. Man, take that picture of Kobe down. You ain't no Kobe fan. You coming in hating. Kobe ain't no hater like you. He said that my connection is Is this lagging for anybody else? Oh, yeah, we got a fanboy. Job connection, we going to send you to the job fair. Block him. That's how y'all want to do it? Okay. See, I try to be nice. I was like, I turned over a new leaf in 2021. But surprise, block him. Yeah, y'all getting blocked in 2021. Block job connection. Get him out of here, too. He need a job. He in the unemployed. I tried, listen. I ain't even barely got started. See, I'm not here for boxing. I don't need friends. I have enough friends. If y'all want to be a part of the movement, that's great. Support, that's great. Cash App on the screen, that's great. Help us build something. But I'm not here for the fanboy, man fan, teeny bopper boxing fans that pop in for 1 or 2 fights and ain't willing to learn and stuff. You just came in talking about Teofimo over everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's respect the sport of boxing. Hey, these dudes be on that, like, cheerleading stuff. Like, that's what dude does this, bro? Where were y'all raised? Like, that's what I need to know. Where are you guys from? Where are you guys born and raised? Because some of these dudes is too content not acting like dudes. So I need to know what city, repped you or birthed you. Where y'all from? Don't get scared now. What city you claim? LA? Okay. LA got some real ones. Let's get it. Oh, y'all gonna hit the dislike button? I see that. Oh, they want to hit the dislike? Wait, show your face. Show your face. Okay, whoever said Hoville block. Oh, that was Sir. I thought it was someone trolling. LA, San Antonio. Let's get it. Dallas, Detroit up in there. Yeah, I can't wait till the hater. Wait till I get cooking on this Ryan Garcia stuff. They're gonna be mad at me all 2021. North Carolina. Shout out to PD Pablo. I don't know too many people from North Carolina. I know some people in my personal life, but I'm talking about celebrities. The only people who's from Carolina. The Baby. I need some shit with some bop in it. Him, J. Cole, PD Pablo. Shout out to Cincinnati. Let's get it. Nasty Natty. Let's get it. Okay, Delaware. Sir, I got you now. I see what it is. I thought someone was coming in trolling. I just read the comment before I seen the name. All right, let's get started. Blind Fury's from the Carolina. I thought he was from New York for some reason. He be snapping. All right, look. We're gonna get started. There's a lot of BS going on in boxing right now. Can't leave boxing alone. The game needs me. I'm a Ryan Garcia fan, but I want to hear your perspective coming up. Listen, I'm really a fan of all these dudes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like this new young generation from Shakur to Devin to Tank to Ryan to Tio. But there's a lot of BS going on in the background. There's a lot of little stuff going on. You know what I mean? And Ryan Garcia, oh, shout out to Ricky Williams, my people. Make sure y'all come in and smash the like button. I know YouTube, they tripping, but I don't care because I got to get this off my chest. I know you respect Ryan after that drop. He took it like a champ. Yeah, but he shouldn't have got dropped. Yeah, listen, people, y'all got to stop with this. Listen, Lorenzo Lamas or whatever your name is, I got this. Just sit down. I got this. I'm going to tell you my opinion. My thing is, like, there's a lot of BS going on in boxing. Like, for example, Teofimo, he telling everybody he undisputed. And he's doing it because the WBC said he undisputed. So the WBC, Okay, block Loma. Okay, now we gonna do it like that. Listen, I told him to calm down, but he didn't want to listen. Get rid of him. Get Lama out of here, bro. Nah, Icy, get him out of here. Oh my gosh. Block him. Yeah, y'all gonna listen. Y'all gonna listen today, bro. Nah, I'm not listening. I ain't playing no games. I'm feeling too sharp. My shooter's gonna hit you with them darts. Listen, I said I'm feeling too sharp. My shooter's gonna hit you with them darts. We gonna get you out of here, bro. I promise you. Y'all gonna listen. I ain't got time for this. What? I ain't finna reason with you and stuff. Listen, this is my stream. Let me talk. Ryan Garcia, bro, yes, he got dropped and he fought valiantly. In boxing, people have this fascination and love fest for rock'em sock'em robot or, action fights and shit like that. Bro, if you continue to fight that style at an elite level and not perform and, educate yourself in terms of defense, your shelf life is going to be a lot smaller. You got to celebrate not only the fighters that are just, showing heart. You're a fighter. You had no, bro, I don't overly credit a motherfucker getting cracked and dropped and getting back up. Who anybody can do that. These dudes have been training their whole life. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that like from the form of boxers aren't tough. We know they're tough. But what I'm saying is you're trained at your toughness. You're trained to not give up. There's only a handful of fighters that in that same situation will give up, like Victor Ortiz or somebody. You see what I'm saying? So my thing is this, boxing always like overly credits and sensationalizes and glorifies when somebody gets dropped and fights a war, gets rocked and shit. The whole goal is custom auto. There's this classic training with Iron Mike Tyson, Hi, Mike Tyson. I was training with Cut, right? And in it, Customato, a legend, he says, that's it. The sweet science. It's the art to hit and hurt your opponent where they can't hit you back. But in boxing, block Quincy Carter. Get him the fuck out of here. If you already asked the same question 3, 4, 5, 6 times and I didn't answer, there was a reason. Get him out of here, bro. Listen, y'all not going to force me to answer your question. If I'm not answering the simp channel, that's what's up. Block him too. Y'all not going to force me to answer your question. I do what the fuck I want to do. You can spam, but that spam is going to get your ass punted. Listen, because I don't give a damn. You can spam, but I don't give a damn. We going to get you out, punt them out of here, bro. If you ask me a question and I do not get to it, then you better save it for later. We're going to do this like a classroom. Since y'all want to act like little baby, okay, I got you. We're going to do it like a classroom. You're not, if you keep putting the same message over and over and over, I'm going to think you're a robot or some shit. Short circuit, Johnny 5. I don't know what the fuck going on. So we got to remove you. If you get in the way, then I got to remove you. Listen. My shooter's going to have to abuse you. If you get in the way, then I got to remove you. My shooter's got to abuse you. Listen, this is child abuse. Now y'all going to let me talk. Yeah, I promise y'all going to let me talk. Smash the like button. I'm the guy when it comes to stream talk. When it comes to this boxing talk. So, people over-glorify the whole he got knocked down and got up. Listen, it's something that could happen. So, Ryan handled himself well. Block Tony Gucci. It ain't Gucci for you. Get him out of here. Bro, they cannot wait to come to my channel just to get blocked. Okay, Tony Gucci, we got you. Bang! Oh, my God. Where Tony Gucci? I thought it was Gucci. You Coochie. You out of here, bro. I said, where's Tony Gucci? You Coochie. You out of here. Tony Gucci, a.k.a. Coochie, he's out of here. It's a pap smear. Get rid of these dudes, bro. So, Ryan Garcia, I like how he responded. But if he tightens up, he won't have to respond to that same situation. The fact is, and I got volume 2 coming. I got to really record it. Ryan made a lot of mistakes from my view. Block PC George Garfield. That's cool. We're going to get you out of here too. Block him. To me, Ryan made a lot of mistakes. Now, I still give him credit because Ryan Garcia, he fought back and he did what people are doing. But from closing his eyes, which I've told you guys about, chin in the air and whatnot, people are like overly crediting the fact that Ryan got back up. That's good. Bro, his chin, he got to work on tucking that chin. He didn't fight a southpaw the way that anybody with any damn sense would train him. That's why I was actually shocked, because I do rate Eddie Reynoso. Like, see this. Listen, I'm gonna hurt some feelings. I like Eddie Reynoso. I think he is a great trainer. But motherfuckers, we got to really break this boxing down. Derrick James was 2020 Trainer of the Year, 2 unified champions. Eddie Reynoso maybe this year or another year if his fighters have great fights. But Eddie Reynoso, some people gave him Trainer of the Year. Ryan Garcia was thought to blow through Luke Campbell, and it was a tough, competitive fight. I struggle from looking at that performance, either Ryan didn't listen to Eddie Reynoso or they didn't really tighten up and prepare from a southpaw, because he was making some fatal mistakes, and it makes one wonder, what if this was a Gervonta Tank Davis, or let's say Terrence Crawford when he was at 135 and he can switch to southpaw? What would Ryan would get diced up looking like that. You see what I'm saying? Smash the like button. So people are like skimming past. I like that Ryan got up. There's no hate, no malice. I like that he got up. He got dropped in the second round. Now it's about correcting that, because Ryan is in a very precarious situation, and we're going to explain that in this video, or I am going to. Bro, Ryan is Benjamin Button of boxing. And I don't say that in a disrespectful way, but everything that you would associate with a fighter earning his keep and getting to that level, Ryan got that really before he fought anybody of relevance. So in life, that's like somebody's parents being loaded and having a lot of money, and then you would inherit a business. You can't control if your family was rich or you had a trust fund or something like that. But that's fine. It's like, what moves are you gonna make now? Since you inherited the money, how you gonna make the business run and whatnot. So I really think this is a good opportunity for Ryan Garcia to get his head in the books and focus on the craft and, tighten up on those things. But I think he's in a real precarious situation, because he already got fame, he already got popularity, and he already got eyes watching him. So his learning curve, it's like there's a good and a bad with everything. There's a good and bad. The good is he's branded. He's a branded fighter, and people know of him, maybe look for his fights and stuff like that. But the bad is he's young, and since you already have that, and he has the personality where he's calling out Tank and calling for fights like that, you have to learn on the job. And there's some things he's going to really have to learn, and you got to learn with a microscope on you. So it's like versus, let's say, Errol Spence. See, y'all don't know shit about boxing. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about this sport of boxing, because a lot of y'all don't know. I'm not going to say none of y'all, but I know a lot of y'all don't know shit. Can I get an amen? Because a lot of y'all don't know shit. Listen, I'm not here for the emotion. I'm not here to be friends. I'm here to talk about this boxing game. If it ain't about that, and if it ain't about money, then I don't really care. A lot of y'all don't know shit. Shout to Zulu. Listen, can I get an amen? A lot of these motherfuckers don't know shit. That's what it is. They trying to argue with me about boxing and stuff. Man, motherfucker, I've been doing this longer than you've been watching boxing. Okay. I've been doing this longer than you've been watching this shit. I've been doing it. Can I get an amen? Okay. I'm TB Ego. Listen, people always, when I break down anything, I hate the person. That's the first thing people draw. I hate the person. I'm racist or whatever. Shut the fuck up. Pensacola, we talk tonight. We talk tonight. Now let me break this down. Let me break this down. All right. So what I mean is this: Ryan Garcia is already under the spotlight. Guys like Errol Spence, we kind of knew about him, but he wasn't 15 fights in or whatever, 25, whatever Ryan got. He was still hit. All of his fights weren't as publicized maybe as Ryan Garcia back then. So Errol Spence fought a guy named Emmanuel Lartney, right? And that was some odd years ago. And the dude looked like he clipped Errol Spence. You see what I'm saying? And it looked like he got Errol Spence's attention. I can't say how badly Errol was hurt, but the Lardy dude ended up clipping Errol Spence. The problem for Ryan Garcia is he's the Benjamin Button of boxing. He already has the fame. So Errol Spence, I watched plenty of Errol fights well before the title fight. It was like a progression to the top. You see what I'm saying? Like Errol Spence, I seen fights like Lardy. He fought Nacho Beristain, Hall of Fame trainer of Juan Manuel Marquez, also trained Finito Lopez, Oscar De La Hoya at a point in time. Like I said, you guys, a lot of y'all, you don't know shit about boxing. You probably don't even know who Nacho Beristain is. You thought it was a Mexican food dish, bro. So anyway, a lot of y'all don't really know shit. So Errol fought guys like Barrera, who was trained by Nacho Beristain and slept him. So I watched Errol climb to the top. I remember Errol was the boogeyman, right? He was the boogeyman, couldn't get Kell Brook. Kell Brook was like evading and saying he wanted bigger fights and boom, 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 right? So Errol got those like learning fights where he got to learn and build up. Right now, you have Ryan Garcia, who's already pretty popular for what he's done, like his contributions. And now he just fought a gold medalist, right? Now he fought a gold medalist. And he's calling for the best, and it just puts a lot of pressure on him. It puts a lot of pressure. And I think Oscar De La Hoya, being a gold medalist himself, knows what's up. And I think Oscar's trying to slow him down, but Ryan, being the fighter and popular, he's like, nah, I could beat this guy. So we're going to see how that dichotomy plays out when you have two contrasting things that are wanted. The promoter might want to slow you down a bit because the promoter's a fighter and knows what he's looking for. And he probably knows little, when him and Canelo were cool or something, talk to Eddie Reynoso, he knows the ins and outs. Like if Ryan got dropped in sparring, if Ryan's dropping sparring partners, he might know some of those details just from being the promoter or going to the camp and when cameras aren't rolling. So, as far as the Ryan Tank fight, listen, I'll watch it. It's a big fight based on the names. But to me, I would rather see the Devin Haney fight first because Devin Haney is not known as big of a puncher as Gervonta, and it's an easier fight to facilitate. That's why it kind of caught me off guard when they're saying that Tank and Ryan could fight next. Listen, if they fight next, they fight next. I'm definitely going to be watching it. I'm going to be watching it. But in my opinion, I think that's far. Like Ryan, bro, he just got dropped by a southpaw. Good luck. You know what I'm saying? And see, the mistakes he was making, he was way too aggressive. He fought a southpaw in an aggressive manner. Like it's like you totally disrespected the standard rules that one would think you would follow based on, listen, there's no one way to fight a southpaw. Different strokes for different folks. I get that. But you've seen and listened to my Box of Ego watch party. I was saying some of the things and then Ryan got clipped. You can look at how guys fall and tell, like, unless the person, there's some, listen to this. This is gonna, see, now I'm getting a little bit technical for y'all. I'm gonna get a little technical. But listen, I need y'all to smash the like button. I can watch boxing and I can see how a guy falls and determine if mistakes are being made just by how he falls. The reason being, unless we're talking about the guy was fighting Roy Jones Jr., where he can pull off some freaky maneuver and catch you in transition or something like that, which we know Luke Campbell is not that Roy Jones, then more often than not, like me watching the playback of how Ryan fought, his feet were squared up. So I can see you're making mistakes, which got you knocked down. Your balance is off. Your feet are squared up. You fought stepping into a southpaw, and you were really lined up for the left hand all night. So I'm not the boxer. And it's funny enough, somebody on my live stream said Ryan Garcia had great footwork. Block Zeke Flores. Fuck what you talking about. Fuck you, pay me. Listen, I just read the first thing, and I ain't even going to read the rest. We just going to block you. Listen, we just got to block you. It's 2020. It's 2021, I mean. Fuck what you talking about. We didn't come to hear you. They came to hear me, Zeke. I wish I would lose to a motherfucker named Zeke. Zeke. Yeah, Zeke. Zeke the geek. Sit your ass down. If you don't like the dialogue, that's cool. Change the station. Bro, somebody told me on my live stream Ryan had great footwork. This was before the Luke Campbell fight. And I said, huh? He does certain things very well, but footwork is not one of them. And watch the fight. Well, I can't wait to break down volume 2. Bro, when you fight a southpaw, your feet, again, there's not one way to fight a southpaw, but obviously the way he fought him got him drilled in the second round. So in the standard rule of thumb that everybody kind of goes with of fighting a southpaw with your feet on the outside and constantly like jockeying for position with the lead hand, that probably would have been more advantageous just from watching the first couple of rounds. Bro, you have to battle a southpaw, you have to understand a few very significant things. There are less left-handers in this world than right-handers. It's not a matter of opinion. That's a fact. My sister is a left-hander, right? Nobody else in my immediate family is a left-handed person. So I see when my sister like be in the kitchen, if she was in the kitchen or something and cooking, I see how she lifts things, how she, holds the spatula with the different hand than me or whatever. So left-handers to a degree, like scissors are really made for, like, unless you get, I'm not talking about specialty scissors. I'm talking about like regular standard scissors that would be at Walmart. Majority, unless it specifically says, they're set up and manufactured for right-handers. You have to understand this. So we live in a right-hand world because it's a right-hand dominant world, right? So southpaws from this tall, just as a human, not even on a boxing tip, right? From this tall, they have no choice but to adjust to a right-hand dominant world. So lefties are probably better at fighting orthodox fighters than an orthodox fighter is fighting a lefty, just based on simple routine, and there's less southpaw work that you can even find. Like, let's say Jamal James or something. He lives in fucking Minnesota. How many really great southpaw guys in his weight class not know, like, fucking, somebody who's way smaller or somebody who way too big or some shit, Luis Ortiz, or, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying how many southpaws in your immediate division that are ready and available and in shape and, can you find? It's hard. Bro, Ryan Garcia was fighting off of fighter instinct, and it got the job done. But to me, from what I've seen, the flaws, you gotta tighten that up quick. Now, Ryan's always going to be dangerous because that's what happens. You a puncher with speed, they dangerous. But there's a lot of deficiencies that I really feel he needs to work on, period. And that's not like, again, we live in a pussy ass, soft ass society where you have a constructive criticism. I'm not mad at Ryan. Like, I think Ryan winning, first of all, you get idiots who say, oh, you're hating on Ryan Garcia. I picked him to win. Why would I hate on the man who picked it? I picked him to win. It's not like I lost money betting on Luke Campbell or some crazy shit. 2, I told you on my channel, Ryan Garcia winning is better for boxing because there's more options. Like, do people really want to see Luke Campbell? Let's say he beat Ryan and then we have to watch a rematch. Or do people really want to see Luke Campbell versus Lomachenko again? You know what I'm saying? Or Luke Campbell versus Gervonta? Absolutely not. Shout out to Kevin Slims. $2 of money keep coming in. Listen, Cash App's on the screen. I promise you, I got a lot of stuff in store. I'm just grinding. Block Gerardo Valencia. I don't care what none of y'all motherfucking maniacs is talking about. You don't know shit about boxing. Just stop. So Ryan Garcia gotta tighten up. It's that simple. He fought his own way against a southpaw and disregarded the rule of thumbs that probably really would have made a beneficial they would have been beneficial for him. So me, I'm not really in the mindset of even watching the Tank Davis fight because I feel based on what I've seen and preparedness and preparation experience is huge. I don't see Ryan Garcia beating Tank. That's just my personal opinion. Could I be wrong? Absolutely. But if you're getting dropped in 2 rounds by Luke Campbell, right, then Tank can definitely drop you, hurt you, stop you. It's non-negotiable. It's definitely something you have to factor in the world of probability, right? Second, Devin Haney. Listen, it's becoming abundantly clear the double standards in boxing. Listen, it's becoming so clear. And I'm really gonna kick y'all ass. It's okay. I told you I came to spank y'all. I'll fucking spank y'all, bro. I'm your daddy. Watch me. Watch how I spank y'all with boxing knowledge. Listen, somebody say win, and I'll spank y'all. I promise you. I'm playing no games 2021. There's a lot going on in the world. You see the capital shit. I ain't playing no games. I ain't got no time to waste. I'll spank y'all. I promise you I'll come to destroy Eagle Valley. Say win? All right, cool. This is how the double standards work and how black African-American fighters, black fighters in America are systematically oppressed and put in fucked up positions to stagnate their growth. I'll explain. Devin Haney, and you listen, I wish one of y'all suckers would say I'm lying and fact check me. I dare someone to fact check me, get destroyed. Fact check me, get destroyed. Everything I'm saying is fact. Ego Valley. That's why what I'm doing, I know what I'm doing. I'm destroying them. So let's do a quick chronological order and a timeline of Devin Haney. For starters, Devin was a free agent. People wanted him. PBC probably wanted him. Top Rank, I know, they made an offer. People wanted him. He's a hot prospect. He was, turning pro or whatever. He ended up signing with Eddie Hearn. If you guys recall, Eddie Hearn has a fighter named, oh, that's right, Luke Campbell. When Devin Haney first signed to Rematch Room and Eddie Hearn, Devin Haney was rated number 2. He wasn't a champion with the WBC. He was rated number 2. And Luke Campbell was rated number 1. Top Rank put Lomachenko in these unifications against people who really weren't established 35-pounder. There was nobody that Lomachenko fought in his whole career up until Teofimo that looked like a Terrence Crawford at 35 or Broner at 135. It was guys like Pedraza who really came from 130 where he was stopped by Tank Davis, and then they gave him 2 filler-type fights. This is what Top Rank does, bro. This is what they do, just like Jose Benavidez. Jose Benavidez got shot in the leg, took 2 years off, came from 140, and couldn't make 140 anymore after so long out the ring. Then they gave him 2, more cupcake fights to get him back in the mix. He had that run-in with Terrence Crawford, and then boom, they pulled the trigger. His third fight was Terrence Crawford versus Jose Benavidez, right? Age-old play. So now when Lomachenko beats Pedraza, it looks like Pedraza was the man to beat, but he never was. He wasn't wrecking stuff. Like Broner beating Antonio DeMarco was a better win than any win Pedraza ever had at 35. Win. Okay, let's get it. So Devin Haney and Luke Campbell were the top 2 rated people within the WBC. Mikey Garcia just got spanked by Errol Spence Jr. at 47. He says, I can't make lightweight anymore. So I'm going to fight at 40 or 47. I'll decide. Mikey vacated his lightweight belt. It became free. That belt should have went to Luke Campbell, rated number 1, and Devin Haney, rated number 2. However, Top Rank stepped in. Bob Arum, having his connections and being in the game, made that call to the WBC and said, yo, I got a guy. I got a fighter, Vasil Lomachenko. And then Lomachenko dipped in, and he already had belts because of the Top Rank, what I just explained to you. He already had belts from the Linares fight, blah, blah, blah. And they stepped in, and Devin Haney was not given the opportunity of Luke Campbell because Lomachenko fought Luke Campbell. Lomachenko was in tough with Luke Campbell. They hurt each other, but then Luke Campbell, after hurting Loma, got hurt himself and nearly got stopped. And then the fight went the distance, blah, blah, blah. That's one chance that a black fighter, Devin Haney, was not given when his willingness was right there. He wanted to fight Luke Campbell. In fact, that's why he signed with Eddie Hearn, because it was an easy deal to make. And his first fight with Eddie Hearn was supposed to be Luke Campbell, because Eddie Hearn did not know and map out that Top Rank was going to come in and scoop Luke Campbell and get it ordered or whatever by the WBC for the unification. So they got caught with their pants down. That's one fight. Then when Lomachenko beat Luke Campbell, he had been getting pressed by the number 1 guy at the time, because Loma just knocked off the number 1 guy, Luke Campbell. Listen, y'all not going to disrespect me. If y'all don't get the likes up in the net, we got way too many people. I'm giving you 2 minutes. If the likes do not go up, I'm out. I'm doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes, and if the streams ain't popping, then I ain't here. Point blank, period. Likes or loot. That is the only way I can give you these streams. I'm too sharp. I got too much energy, and I can focus that energy on whatever's paying. So get that together. Y'all got 2 minutes. I'm kicking science. This is what people said. They said they want to talk boxing. Okay, I'm hitting y'all up. So Lomachenko beat Luke Campbell in a tough fight. After Devin Haney was like taken out of the equation and couldn't get Luke Campbell and got trumped by Lomachenko and Top Rank and Bob Arum making the call to WBC for unification, then Devin, since Luke Campbell got knocked off, Devin Haney was setting his sights on fighting Loma. He said, I'll fight Loma for the belt. What is it? And he was calling him Nomachenko. Look it up. He was calling him out. Even on DAZN, after one of his fights, he said he wanted to fight Nomachenko. And he was calling them names, Nomachenko and stuff, and say he don't want me, boom, boom, boom. This is an absolute fact. Fact check me. I'm ready for the smoke. All you bums, I'm 5 steps ahead of all the games old media try to play. So it's an absolute fact. There's videos, there's articles. Devin was on Lomachenko's ass. After, when the pressure started to really cook and the WBC had no other plausible explanation for why Lomachenko was not going to fight Devin Haney, the WBC, Bob Arum, and Top Rank concocted this plan similar to Canelo Alvarez and the plan that they came up with, which is the franchise champion, to swerve and curve another black fighter, Jermall Charlo from Houston. Yeah, Lions only, yeah, right? And since Lomachenko's team seen that play in effect by Canelo dodging Charlo and not fighting Charlo and getting franchised out, they ran the same play and said, hey, we don't want to be worried about this black bastard Devin Haney. So let's sidestep him we are requesting the WBC to make us the franchise champion. And guess what? The WBC did it. Now, here's the kicker. The WBC, nor Top Rank or Team Lomachenko wanted to take credit for who, in fact, initiated this. That's how you know it's some bullshit. Don't you be on that bullshit, yeah? That's how you know it's bullshit. Because nobody wanted. Notice, if it's something good, everybody can't wait to take credit. People can't wait to take credit. When it's something bad, nobody wanted to take credit for it. It's like a dog peed on a rug and you got two dogs and shit. Which one of y'all did this? And the dogs both looking like this ain't human piss. So one of y'all mutts did this. You know what I'm saying? But the two dogs is looking all innocent and shit. Nah, one of y'all did this. It's a dog piss on the carpet. Dog on the carpet. It's only two of y'all in the house. Everybody else in the house was gone. So one of y'all pissed on the carpet. And that's what the WBC and Lomachenko's team and Top Rank, that's what they did. They pissed on the carpet. Nobody wanted to take credit for it. WBC's like, oh, Top Rank, Loma, they asked me because the heat was coming. That Chris Brown heat. You like it what you see. I got all this heat that's on me. Bro, that heat was coming and they don't want to deal with the backlash. So WBC was like, nah, Top Rank did that. Loma did that. And Loma's like, nah, we didn't want that because it makes them look bad. Okay. Y'all getting cooked. How y'all like old medium? Medium rare? Rare? I'm going to keep cooking. I'm cooking y'all. I'll cook y'all well done. I'll cook y'all well done so everybody can eat. So, WBC, they franchised Loma out. They franchised him out. So, another black fighter, Devin Haney, that's two. That's two opportunities that he was not given because of the politics of boxing. Right? He was calling out Lomachenko and they franchised the man out just like they did Canelo for another black fighter. Jamal Charlo in that situation. Devin Haney. So that's two. We on strike two right now. Let me strike you dumb motherfuckers out. Okay. Strike three. Devin Haney. So we already went through it. Devin Haney called out Luke Campbell. Was about to get the fight until Top Rank stepped in and sideswiped him and then took the Luke Campbell fight for Loma. Then when Loma beat Luke Campbell, he sideswiped Devin, who was his mandatory, and they franchised him out. Then they previously said when Canelo was the franchise and they were explaining this dumb shit, they said the belt is non-transferable. So Top Rank wanted the belt to be transferable just in case Teofimo won. And guess what? The WBC again bend and changed their rules and said, hey, I know last year for Canelo, we told you that no one else can get this belt. But surprise, now Teofimo is eligible for this belt. So as you guys can see, that's strike three. As you guys can see, you have people in boxing that are clearly just pulling things out of air and making up their own rules as they go on. But where does this leave a black fighter like Devin Haney? It leaves him in no man's land. Let's continue. So I already gave y'all three strikes. This is just a bonus strike. So that's already three. That's already three. Lomachenko gets franchised out. He don't have to see his mandatory. Now you see, fast forward to the future, a tough fight with Ryan Garcia, and he calling out Tank. But in beating Luke Campbell, which everybody is praising him for, he became the mandatory for Devin Haney. How is boxing allowing all this Tank and Ryan talk, which to me seems probably further apart? For probably in terms of experience, Tank is above pro experience. Tank is above Devin Haney pro experience or Ryan Garcia. So that's why I'm dead in the center. Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia seems like a more 2021 fight, especially with pandemic. not knowing how crowds are going to be or if you could have full capacity crowds. Boom, boom, boom. Now we're getting to strike 4, 5, 6, and 7. So to me, I would rather see that because I think it's a more right now fight. Like Devin Haney, some people say, oh, he lacks the power, but then some people say, oh, he'll box out of Ryan Garcia. Some people even say Devin could stop Ryan Garcia. So to me, that seems like a fight that makes more sense. The flaws I seen with Ryan Garcia, how you gonna correct them in 6 months? So to me, it's rushing to even fight Tank. If you fight and beat Devin Haney and you can beat someone like that, then you become a WBC champion, and that would only build a Tank and Ryan fight. But you see, these are deflection tactics from old media because they don't want you to discover the real game that's going on. So they try to deflect. Listen, of course, I would watch Ryan Garcia versus Tank. I'm a fan of both, and I'm a fan of their careers. But the right now fight that makes more sense is two guys that are on the same network. Let's never forget that. Two guys that are aligned with DAZN. See, y'all, listen, a lot of y'all full of shit. There were fans who were saying and clamoring for Gary Russell Jr. and Devin Haney, which clearly had different deals and contracts. And then Gary said this contract wasn't filled out properly. A bunch of stuff that business-wise probably halted that fight, right? Everybody was like, no, just make it happen, whoever, blah, blah, blah. But then you see fights right here and now that shouldn't have all that back and forth. Gary Russell was complaining, saying, I got a blank contract, basically. I got a contract, and DAZN didn't even say their name wasn't on the contract. But obviously, if you take a DAZN fighter in Ryan Garcia and a DAZN fighter in Devin Haney, that shouldn't be an issue. How would that be an issue if they both fight for DAZN? The future of both of the guys' careers, win, lose, or draw, should be pretty easy to understand since you guys have been frequently fighting on DAZN. See, I tell you, there's a lot of people in boxing, they're getting caught up in emotion more than logic. But I'm always going to revert y'all back to logic. The easier, more simplistic fight that could be made or should be made if you're going to make a big fight is Devin and Ryan. Still a good fight. People could say Devin ain't strong enough for Ryan. Some people would say Devin will outbox and or stop Ryan. That seems like a fight where they're the same age, same network. Devin keep calling them out, and Ryan just became the man's mandatory. But we want to trump and bypass that, override the system, and skip levels and get all the way to Gervonta Tank Davis, who just fought on pay-per-view. Boxing is missing me with that. Like, to me, Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, and at the very least, maybe the winner fight Tank. You see what I'm saying? But people doing all this weird stuff in boxing. People don't want to see Canelo fight Charlo at 60 or Andrade at 60, but they want Errol Spence at 60, and he a welterweight. Man, come on, bro. I'm bringing boxing back. I'm doing it for the culture of boxing. I don't care what these dudes talking about. I'm doing it for boxing. I'm doing it for the culture. You listen, you got to stand up for something. You got to stand up. I love this sport. This sport, it paid me handsomely, but it also saved me in many ways. Bro, we got to get this back. We got to get this back, bro. A lot of people moving crooked, and the pandemic only made it worse because now people don't even know the narrative or what they should even be talking about. So you have different people making videos and, creating these weird narratives. And like, bro, Devin Haney is getting mistreated in boxing. And I'm not saying it just because he's from the Bay, but I'm finna ride for the Bay. If it's the Bay versus everybody, I'm definitely riding for the Bay. Bro, the Bay soils would help make me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely riding the Bay. I don't care where you from. It's the Bay versus everybody. If that's what it is, I got love for everybody. But if it's Cali versus the neck, bro, then it is what it is. But I'm riding for something. And what they doing to Devin is wrong. Just like what they doing to Demetrius Andrade is wrong. I'm riding for the underdog. Bro, it's the underdog season. Don't watch my channel. If you don't like underdog, don't watch my shit. Because what they doing in the game is wrong. And y'all know it. a lot of politics. And see, this is how the sport will. If you do what I'm saying, this how the sport can really get the major support, because people will be entertained. All these dudes, there's a lot of dudes that protecting their records and stuff like that. And the thing is, that don't get nobody nowhere. That don't get nobody nowhere. How everyone got energy for Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, which is a good fight, right? Which is a good fight. But they're not pushing Canelo to peak out his greatness. They cool with him fighting Avni Yildirim. But if Errol fight anybody not named Crawford, like even a Pacquiao or Porter too, they say Errol's ducking. Man, come on, bro. Y'all can't beat me. Y'all can't beat me. Y'all can't beat me. You know it don't make sense. Same thing. I'll use the same comparison. How is it that Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, people say, oh, boxing needs to really get it right, or, boxing is dead if Crawford and Errol Spence don't fight. But what if Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia don't fight? That's the young blood. Errol Spence has been fighting. I can't say nothing for Crawford, but Errol Spence been fighting top shelf work. What about Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney? That's a great contemporary fight. And I think stylistically it would be a good fight. So what are we talking about, man? We got to get boxing back, bro. That's why, man, wait till this year. I got so much stuff in store. I can't tell y'all, but I can show y'all. Just ride with me. Buckle up. It's going to be a fun ride. We're going to put as much control back in the game as we possibly can. I'm going to show these big companies and promoters. I'm going to show you where it's at. I came from the mud. I came from the bottom, and I'm still here. bro. I'm going to show you how it's done. I promise you. Write this down. Mark this video down. Ego Veli said it. I'm going to show you how it's done. I promise you that. I don't make a lot of promises because I know I can't keep them all. But this, I promise you. I promise you, as long as the Lord give me breath, I'm coming. Death Row East, believe in it. I swear to you. I'm gonna show you this independent hustle. We're gonna correct the game. And it's gonna be later for a lot of people. If you ain't moving right in boxing, I can't focus. There's too much real stuff. Jerron Boots in this. He's still doing good. Isaac Cruz, bro, that man looking ferocious. Victor Pasillas. There's a lot of people. Shakur want to be great. Devin want to be great. There's too many people. David Benavidez want to smoke. There's too many people doing it right for me to focus on the people doing it wrong. I promise. I'm coming. You gonna see. And listen, Devin Haney is the boogeyman. Look at what they doing. He tried to fight Luke Campbell. The fight got scooped. He wanted to fight Lomachenko. He got franchised out. He's calling out Ryan Garcia. And Ryan Garcia, if he talking about Tank. Teofimo and his pop said they want 10 million. 10 million. 10 million? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Where'd you come up with that number? Bro, you just fought Lomachenko for belts, multiple belts, and they didn't want to come off the pot more than 1.25 million for you, and the fight almost collapsed. So where did you get 10 million from? I mean, it's looking shifty in boxing. Where did that 10 million number come from? And see, listen, my man said that's a duck. First of all, first order of business is, that's like me telling y'all like how much Disney pay me. That's none of your fucking business, you nosy motherfuckers. Just know I'm getting paid. That's like when I had this deal, when I did I'm Disney Ego. I am William Shakespeare in the flesh. Walt Disney, Google, right? I didn't negotiate that on the channel. The fuck? Like, bro, what part of the game? Y'all some simpletons, bro. What part of the game is that? Where you do massive deal? That's like Conor McGregor doing the proper 12 deal and throwing out his numbers in traffic, just in a YouTube video. Who does that, bro? What part of the game is that? Like, all these negotiations, this was wrong with social media, bro. If you get your money on the back half. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody need to know all your business like that. Look, that's like me negotiating how much Disney gonna pay for. As long as me and them have an understanding, I don't give a fuck what y'all say. They say I'm broke. They say I'm homeless. They say I ain't got it. That's cool, bro. I'm with that. Yeah, I'm all that. I'm penniless. I'm a beggar. All that. But I'm not the one complaining about my money. So anyway, I don't even know where that 10 million shit came from. Then Teofimo just did an interview. He said Ryan Garcia the only one stepping up. Bruh, stop. Bro, stop. I just broke down. Okay, Ryan Garcia, his team was able to get Luke Campbell. Devin tried to fight Luke Campbell when he first signed to Eddie Hearn. But the systematic, oppression and selective matchmaking hasn't afforded Devin Haney any of these opportunities. He was trying to fight Lomachenko before you. He was trying to fight Luke Campbell before you. He's trying to fight Ryan Garcia. You see, this is how they systemically oppress black fighters primarily, to the point where they want you to be the laughing stock of boxing. Oh yeah, Devin is the email champ. I ain't calling him the email champ. Why would I call him the email champ? And I know the circumstances in which he had got the title. He wouldn't be an email champ if Lomachenko didn't franchise out. So why would I call him the email champ? And dumbass fans, they start picking up on this like, oh, haha, Devin, who's he beat? Motherfucker, he ain't beat nobody because they not fighting him. What are we talking about? This is what they do to black fighters. They play keep away, oftentimes play keep away. So then when you haven't amassed this resume that they want, they're like, oh, why would I put him on the pound for pound list? Man, make the fucking fight. Make the fight, and then we'll see. And if he wins, then put him on the pound for pound list. But if they play keep away, how you gonna get to the pound for pound list? So it's just like, it's like the credit game. The credit game is set up for you to fail. I'm gonna explain. Now I'm giving y'all life lessons. Smash the like button. I'm gonna drop free gems because it's 2021, but I should be charging y'all for this. Just like the credit game. You have to be real cautious. I used to work at a credit card company. Be real cautious about credit cards. There's a lot of people say, oh, don't use them, cut them up. You don't got to do that. You don't have to cut your credit cards up, but you have to understand the buying power and you have to budget. See, the thing is, this is why the credit card game, if y'all want to know why the credit card game is set up for y'all to fail, can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? I'll explain this to you, and then I'll get back to the boxing stuff. If y'all want to hear this, can I get a hell yeah? Yeah, I'm cooking y'all. I'm cooking y'all. I'm cooking y'all. I'll explain why. And listen, it's the first month of the year. Do what you want with the information. I'm cooking y'all. All right, look. So this is why the credit card game is set up for the average person to fail, right? Notice this. In school, they don't teach you about finances. Not really. They'll tell you about financial disasters like throughout history and stuff like that, like the Great Depression, we're in a recession or something. They don't tell you how to manage money. They don't tell you about finances and how to save and invest. They don't teach you that in school. You have to have the knack and want. So there's a lot of people that are dumb when it comes, and I'm just saying dumb loosely, but there's a lot of people that are ignorant to a credit card. Some people say, oh, just get your credit cards and cut them all up. So you don't have to do that. All you have to do is have willpower. If you have willpower, then the credit card doesn't control you. That's one mistake. You don't have to cut up your credit cards. You have to have discipline and real willpower. Real willpower. Y'all should take notes. Write some of this down. Real willpower. That's what you have to do. Second, people use credit cards as a means to get by. Like, hey, I want this brand new Samsung 75-inch TV. Right? So I don't have the money for it right now. So I'm going to buy it through Costco and I'm going to open up a credit card. That's what people do. block Scrappy out of here. He failed the class already. People want that 75-inch Samsung. So they open up a credit card, right? They open up a credit card because of that. They don't have the money for it. But a rich person or somebody who's smart and knows, they have every anticipation of either they have the money already and then they buy the credit card because there's an associated perk. Like I get 5% back on this credit card if I use it, or I'll get 0% financing, but they have intent to pay it back. A lot of people, they don't understand this concept. So they buy beyond their means. They're outside of their own means of the purchase. Like I'm buying this, let's say $3,000 TV with stereo system, and I don't have $3,000. That becomes the problem. That's where you get into trouble when it comes to credit. The credit card itself ain't the bad guy. It's that man or woman in the mirror that is the bad guy or bad girl. You don't know what you're doing. Like you're buying stuff beyond your means. That's going to be bad for anybody. You buy a car and you can't pay that $600 car note every month. First couple months you can do it, but then you had a low paycheck. Now you can't pay rent or this. You know what I'm saying? That's where people get in trouble. So I brought up all this stuff about credit because that's exactly how they do to black boxers, and it's like set up to fail. If you get a credit card company, right, and then your interest rate is high, so if you couldn't make this first month payment, then you're going to get hit with late fees. That late fee could turn in, if you're too close to your credit limit and you go over, that could be an overage. So now you have an overdraft fee on top of a late fee, and you couldn't even pay back the initial. Same goes for cash advances. Now that's something I don't do. Don't do no cash advance, bro, because you better off just starving for that 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? You better off starving for them 2 weeks, because the amount you get hit with interest and these crazy rates and stuff, that $50 could be $250 that you owe. And if you were already barely could come up with 50, then how you gonna come up with 250? You know what I'm saying? It's a bit too much. So you got to stay away from stuff like, don't ever, like, I never withdraw money out the credit cards, cash advances, nothing like that. But it's set up for you to fail. If you get behind that, you could be ruined. You could be financially ruined because you're gonna get so many different things. You couldn't pay this initial minimum payment, and then that minimum payment after 31 days hit your credit, boom, boom, boom. Then you got overdraft fees, and it's just gonna topple over you. This is, in essence, kind of what you see in the world of boxing. Devin Haney, he wanted to fight Luke Campbell. Top rank, scooped in with WBC, and Luke Campbell went to Lomachenko, a Eastern European fighter. So a black fighter couldn't fight the guy he could have fought and was about to fight. Top rank scooped him. Teofimo was given the opportunity to fight Lomachenko, despite Devin Haney was the #1 mandatory and called Lomachenko out. But they made it work. That's a top-ranked fighter, both of them, Lomachenko and also Teofimo, and Devin is left ass out, right? And the same thing now. If Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis fight, then Devin Haney, again, is going to be left in the cold, and that's the fight that should be the easiest to facilitate. So somebody let me know what I said that was inaccurate. Why is Davis not getting froze out? He's the A side. What you mean? How you gonna freeze out the A side? Man, get Playboy out of here, bro. You Playboy. Yeah, you play too much, boy. What you mean? How you gonna freeze out an A side? The fuck, man, get him out of here. I don't want to look at his name no more. Get him out of here. Stupid question, get you blocked. How you gonna freeze out the A side? He the A side, bro. None of these other dudes in his division been on pay-per-view. So what are we talking about? Anywho, Armani, what up? Yeah, how you gonna freeze out the A side? Life lessons is blessings, facts. Man, come on, you gotta make it make sense. So anyway, back to Devin Haney. This becomes for a black fighter, the black fighter experience, a person like Devin Haney, all the skills in the world, he's going to never make it to the pound for pound list if he can't get none of the fights and people keep swerving him, right? So this is what you see. Sometimes you see it with Afro-Cuban fighters as well, like Guillermo El Chacal Rigondao, right? They did the same thing to Rigondao. They tried to do the same thing with Errol Spence. Notice a pattern? So Errol Spence, he came in, he was calling out Pacquiao. That's one. He called out Keith Thurman. He called out a lot of people. But Pacquiao was another one. He said, yeah, I fight Pacquiao. Pacquiao lack fundamentals. And I'm a southpaw. Man down. And then you see all the fans, old media and stuff, all the fans say, oh, what has Errol Spence done to deserve Pacquiao? All this bullshit. But then Pacquiao can fight Chris Algieri, no problem. It's the same thing repeated. It's like wash, rinse, repeat in boxing. Errol Spence, who's looking very promising early on, and there were stories about him hurting Floyd or blackening Floyd's eye, and people was rocking with him and checking for him. He started building names and beat Algieri better than Pacquiao. And then it's all for the black fighter. You guys can say, oh, you're making it about race. Shut the fuck up. Look what's happening at the Capitol and tell me race and stuff is not a part of people's everyday life. Don't watch my channel. I'm not making anything. I'm telling you what's going on. So anyway, Errol Spence was calling out Pacquiao, and they did the same thing. Oh, why should he fight him? And what has he done? Keith Thurman called out Pacquiao. So guess what? If fans with these like piddly excuses, not wanting to see outcomes because they're afraid for fighters, then yeah, then they can pigeonhole you. Look at Charlo, bro. Look at Charlo. Charlo, what is the number one thing you see from Canelo fans? Oh, bums only and kittens only. Who is Charlo beat? He been trying to fight Canelo since 54. And then this is the funny part. This is the funny part that it kills me. It's hilarious. This is the funny part. They say who is Charlo beat to deserve Canelo, but anybody else can get Canelo. If you have the right complexion or the right style, you can get a Canelo fight, no questions asked. Come on, bro. Come on, man. And the funny thing is, how can Charlo, his resume improve if you're stalling him out and you don't want it to improve because you don't want him to fight against Canelo? You see what I'm saying? They say, oh, come on. Jamal Charlo, he sucks. Who is he beat? Okay, who did Rocky Fielding beat? Who on earth did Rocky Fielding? He got knocked out in one round. Nobody knocked out Charlo in one round. So how does Rocky damn Fielding go from getting knocked out by Callum Smith in one round to later on having a secondary title against an unheard of person, and he gets a Canelo fight? He get blessed with that. But you don't want to bless Charlo. Come on, man. We see the same game. You know, you see Ryan Garcia. You see Teofimo. Oh, come on, man. What has Devin Haney done? He's a champion. He has a belt. What you mean, was he done? But okay, so listen, I'm going to tell you like this. We're going to set the standard. Mark this video down. If Ryan Garcia fights anyone outside of Devin Haney or Gervonta Davis, then it's a problem. Or Teofimo, right? Because these are the guys with belts and the guys with big names, right? So if he fights Jorge Linares, how does Linares and Ryan happen? He ain't got no belt, and he been stopped a couple of times. Man, come on, bro. Can y'all give me some better work? How does Linares and Ryan Garcia get made, and he been stopped a couple of times, and he ain't got no belt? They are not finna put Ryan Garcia in there with Loma. I'll accept that just because he's a former champion. They're not gonna make it though, so I ain't even worried about that. I wouldn't be mad at Ryan versus Loma, but they're not gonna make that, bro. Bro, the way Ryan's footwork is set up, Loma might fuck around, look like the Matrix again. Bro, Loma, he would give Ryan so much, way too much to think about. Way too much to think about. Bro, Loma he be right back in the Matrix movies. Ryan is the way he fought is super flat footed. Lomachenko, motherfucker, bro. Lomachenko, how you like me, that bro? Loma, that I don't know, bro. I don't know if Ryan ready for that. He said it's like nepotism. It's exactly what it is, but it doesn't have to be family in boxing. It be the people like family, like Canelo and WBC. Man, what? See, and the other thing is, Teofimo said something about Devin Haney. None of these dudes stepped up but Ryan Garcia. Man, stop. Nobody stepped up but Ryan Garcia, but Devin was trying to fight Luke Campbell before Loma and Ryan Garcia got to him. And he was in line to do such based on his positioning, but the politics of the boxing got in the way. So come on, bro. This is how they starve out black fighters, black murderers, bro. It's been a thing in boxing. Look it up. This is how it continues to happen. Teofimo is now saying Devin is the email champion and nobody stepped up except for Ryan Garcia. It's not that Ryan has the biggest nuts and nobody else is willing to step up. It's the politics of boxing. I just broke it down. Devin Haney was supposed to fight Luke Campbell before Ryan, before Lomachenko. So what are we talking about? But the politics didn't align through no fault of Bill Haney or Devin Haney. So as a result, yeah, he hasn't fought the names like whoever you think is great. Now, that brings me to my next point. I'm going to destroy you. I'm going to destroy you, and I'm making it easy. He said the NBF, no black fighter list. Exactly. Man, stop playing. Like, bro, that's like me going to a potluck. This is what old media does in boxing. This is like me going to a box. This is like, let's say it was a boxing event and I went to a potluck. So they had different boxing media people bring food. And the one motherfucker with his channel look dirty and shit, he bring some spaghetti to the, hey, business brain, unblock him. Unblock him. He a regular. Oh yeah, don't be putting that word, bro. Business brain was right. Yeah, y'all can be putting that stupid shit. Don't be putting that stupid shit. You had the motherfucking BLTs on me and shit. Nah, don't do that. Don't do no. All right, business brain. I see why. I see what it was, bro. Yeah, man. Listen, you looking like a rat if you put that stupid shit. Don't put no like racist remarks or homosexual comment. I'm like, we not doing that. We here to talk boxing, bro. You had a motherfucking BLTs all mad at me and shit. I ain't do it. Yeah, we don't hate speech. That's the word. Yeah, stop that stupid shit, bro. I don't even want you watching my channel if that's what type of time you're on. Real talk. Anywho, the bottom line is this. Like for Teofimo to say like, who have you fought, Devin Haney? He trying to fight you. What are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about in the world of boxing today? For Teofimo to say, oh, Devin Haney, I mean, who's he fought? He trying to fight you. None of that other stuff matter. He trying to fight you. So either you're down to fight, you want to try to negotiate with him. He trying to fight you. I don't care about Gamboa or Santiago. He trying to fight you. What are we talking about, bro? And this is what we're seeing in boxing. This is exactly what we're trying to see. Oh, you know, people playing these games and stuff. Oh, Devin Haney, he ain't really fought. He trying to fight you. Like all that other stuff. I don't care about Gamboa. He got past the fight. You got past your fight. He trying to fight you. You know, oh, but Gamboa. And then listen, it brings me to my next point. I'm about to cook y'all. I promise you. I'm about to cook y'all. It's over. Say hello to the bad guy, man. Huh? Okay. Listen. Where in the fuck does it say in the Art of Boxing, Volume 1, that Luke Campbell is that he's that guy, like in boxing. Where did this come from, bro? See, old media, listen. Ego Valley time. Oh my God. Ego Valley time. I'm about to destroy your MDK. Where in the world, in the boxing encyclopedia, does it say that Luke Campbell is the gold standard of anything, bro? What are we talking about, bro? The old media, they keep saying that Luke Campbell is this, Ryan, I gotta put him number one because he beat Luke Campbell. Who the fuck is Luke Campbell, bro? He lost all of his big fights. Now, the funny thing is this. Now, I'm about to slice y'all. Because, again, if you go off of emotion rather than logic, then you might get fucked up. So, good luck. But the bad guys probably know where you at. Good luck. Luke Campbell, gold medalist. Yuriorkis Gamboa, gold medalist. Ryan fought a gold medalist who lost his biggest fights. Luke Campbell. Jorge Linares, and he got dropped in that fight. And he was hurt versus Lomachenko. So his biggest fights up to Ryan Garcia, he lost, even though he was a gold medalist. In addition, he lost to some African motherfucker, Eva Mendez, who is unheard of in the world of boxing. Gamboa is a gold medalist, and he too lost at the top to Terrence Crawford, to Tank. And he has a couple other losses like Robinson, Castellanos and stuff. But Gamboa actually has a better resume than Luke Campbell. Please tell me I'm lying. Because Gamboa fought Orlando Salido, Darlis Perez, Terrence Crawford. I personally think, my opinion, that Terrence Crawford is nicer than Lomachenko. That's my personal opinion. So I get that Luke Campbell fought against Loma, and that was good. But to me, I think that Terrence Crawford is a better, harder person to beat than Lomachenko. And I think his resume and style show he's ambidextrous and he's not losing in his second fight like Lomachenko. And he has a pro style to fuck you up. Terrence Crawford will fuck you up. And he seems like he likes it. He be sticking his tongue out and shit like he Prince. He'll hurt you and stick his tongue out like Prince. We can tear it down. Radic City, can't you see? But it come alive. Doo-doo. Bro, he be sticking his tongue out like Prince when he gets you hurt. Crawford will fuck you up. Don't ever forget that. So, when did Luke Campbell become this gold standard of anything? In addition, when Gamboa fought Crawford at 135 rehydrated past 150 pounds. Look it up. See, I told you, y'all don't know shit about boxing. Crawford was like 155 in that fight. So Gamboa, I had him winning at the time of the stoppage, like if it on cards, but then it didn't matter because it got stopped. And he hurt Crawford in Omaha where they fought. So where did we get this notion that Luke Campbell is the gold standard? He cool, but who he beat? Man, I miss Roger Mayweather so bad. Who he beat? Motherfucker ain't beat nobody. Okay then, bro. Who he beat? Like where the people keep saying like Luke Campbell, like he was just that dude. Broner at 135 is better than Luke Campbell to me. You think Luke Campbell would lose? I mean, Broner would lose to Luke Campbell at 35? Man, come on. Ricky Burns ducked Broner at 135. Y'all don't know shit, bro. Y'all don't know shit. Ah, man, you know AB ain't beating him. Ricky Burns was ducking him, and he was the UK, Scottish, or wherever person that didn't even want no smoke. Didn't want no smoke. So who did Luke Campbell beat? You see what I'm saying? Man, come on. I need answers. Listen, I ain't saying nothing bad about the guy. He a fighter. I respect it. But who he beat? Who he beat? And motherfucker ain't beat nobody. Okay, then. Bro, who did Luke Campbell beat? Where it's like, He the one. Especially since we watched him get beat recently before Ryan Garcia. So tell me what logically speaking, what is the major difference between Gamboa and Luke Campbell? They both lost at the top to good fighters. They both is in their 30s. They both Olympic gold medalists. What's the major difference? Gamboa, right before the Tank fight, I was at his fight. He fought on the Tank undercard in Baltimore, and Gamboa knocked out a former champion that Lomachenko knocked out too, Roman Martinez. Who he beat? Motherfucker ain't beat nobody. Okay then, bro. Listen, I'm on that Roger Mayweather, Black Mamba shit. Who has Luke Campbell beat, bro? You act like he Teofimo right now. You know what I'm saying? Who is Luke Campbell? Block X. He said Gamboa. You don't even know how to spell the motherfucking name. You out of here. He said Gamboa. Who the fuck is Gamboa? Man, shut your dumb ass up. Who else? Bro, I don't care if he 38. What the fuck does that mean? I know 38s that get slept, and I know 38s that is still, they got a lot of experience. What are we talking about? Marquez, see, y'all really don't know shit about boxing. When Juan Manuel Marquez knocked out Manny Pacquiao in the fourth fight, he was 40. But y'all know shit. So I don't even know why I'm even talking to you foolish infidels. When Juan Manuel Marquez knocked out Manny Pacquiao, he was 40 years old. And then after that, he beat Mike Alvarado. The motherfucker was 59 years old and shit. So don't tell me about somebody's age. Like, yeah, okay, age. And then he lost to Tank. Everybody losing to Tank. You foolish infidels. What else? You telling me just because his age. Bernard Hopkins, motherfucker, was 69 and beating B-Butt Shumanov. So it's not just about your age. Who the motherfucker beat? Who is Luke Campbell beat? He cool. He solid. Who he beat? Just like Callum Smith and Canelo, bro. Y'all keep saying all these UK fighters, like who they beat? Like who we talking about, bro? I don't remember Gamboa's last win. I just told you on the Tank undercard in Baltimore, he knocked out Roman Martinez, a former champion. Block this idiot. He say he don't remember it, and I just told you the answer. I just told you. Oh, God. Bro, I'm the new Kanye West. Get him out of here. Get Jay. Everybody say your goodbye. He said he don't remember Gamboa's last win, but I just told you. How does that make any sense? I just told you who it was. You not paying attention. The motherfucker got earwax. Okay. Bro, I'm cooking them. I'm mowing y'all down. 2021, I'm mowing them down. Call me John Deere, because they can't survive here. Listen. Call me John Deere because they can't survive here. I'm mowing them down. This shit easy. The money keep coming in. We got a $2 Cash App. Appreciate you. Jay Dillinger killing you with the realest. Ego, they don't know shit about boxing in the Roger May voice. Facts. Rest in peace to the God. Black Mamba. Who else? He said he don't remember Gamboa last week. I just told you. I was at the fight in Baltimore, and it was lit. The city came out for Tank. Okay. And Gamboa got a knockout. Made my night easy. Okay. Who else? Send your best people. So what are we talking about? He said, oh, I don't remember Gamboa's his win. Okay. What was Luke Campbell's last good win? Okay. What they want with me, bro? Listen, what they want with me, doggy? He said, I don't remember Gamboa's last win. Okay, what was Luke Campbell's last win? Okay. What was his last important win? Huh? Jorge Lanata? Oh, that's right, he lost to him. Lomachenko? Oh, that's right, he lost that fight too. And he got almost stopped. Okay. And he got dropped by Lanatas. Okay. Y'all know shit about boxing. I'm going to teach you. So what was Luke Campbell's last good win? Since that's what we playing. That's the game. This little game we want to play. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready for the smoke. What was Luke Campbell's last authoritative good win? Like, something that you can be like, oh, he's the top of the division. Bro, Lomachenko almost had him out there. He might have been cooked from that fight because he got exposed to the body as far as I'm concerned. Lomachenko was dog walking this man. Bro, the man was coming off of the Lomachenko loss. Y'all don't know shit about boxing. So Gamboa was coming off a loss to Tank, and Luke Campbell was coming off a loss to Lomachenko. So what is the real major difference? See, I said logically explain. I said logically. Logically tell me what is the major difference. And then career-wise, Gamboa has a better resume of names. I know some of this hurts your feelings, but I'm asking you to prove me wrong. Gamboa's resume in its totality is not better. Like I said, they both lost at the top. But Gamboa actually has wins that are meaningful, like Orlando Salido. Oh, yeah, that's the guy that beat Lomachenko. Oh, how could I forget? Bro, y'all getting cooked. Who next, bro? He fought Darlys Perez, Michael Farinas. These were top guys. Orlando Salido, Gamboa dog walked him. Rocky Martinez on the Tank card recently. What are we talking about, people? So what puts it? Rene Alvarado. Gamboa also beat Daniel Ponce de Leon, who Broner had trouble with. And Abner Matas beat. So what is the major difference? What is both gold medalists, both in their 30s, both coming off losses to top work, Lomachenko and Tank. What's the real difference? Now Kane, that's what I'm talking about. My boy Kane want a piece of this. Hey, Q, you want a piece of this? He said Gamboa has only one more loss than Campbell. Exactly. And he got a better resume. From start to finish, his resume is better. Devin Haney did not get dropped by Gamboa. You could say it's boring and all that. It wasn't the most, the aesthetically pleasing, but he beat the fuck out of him. Easy work. You can't take that away from Devin. Devin 12-0'd him. Ryan out here in a competitive fight with Luke Campbell and getting dropped in the second round. These are the facts, people. So, once again, when did Luke Campbell become this gold standard? For example, Gamboa, when he actually did quit in the Robinson Castellanos fight, but when he fought Terrence Crawford, he didn't quit. He didn't quit. So I'm telling you, people start buying in without knowing boxing into the perceptions that people are saying. There's there's this perception that Gamboa is just super washed, but Luke Campbell coming off a loss to Lomachenko and a pandemic and probably a year or so out of the ring, he's in his prime for Ryan Garcia. And this is the difference. Tank Davis, when he fighting a guy like Gamboa, they was like eye level. Bro. Ryan Garcia, he pretty big for 140. And we know he's a power puncher. But Arturo, listen, look at the names, faces, and profile pics of the people doing the most hating. He said Campbell would put Gamboa to sleep. But they never fought. So how you know that? That's just your perception of it. Bro, everything I'm saying, listen, this is why I keep destroying them. Everything I'm saying were factual, historic pieces of their career. They're both gold medalists, boom, boom, boom. He came in here, Arturo Vargas, and he's saying his personal opinion that Gamboa would get trashed by Luke Campbell, a make-believe, imaginary fight that never happened. Bro, Tank is one of the strongest guys in them little divisions, right? And Gamboa went 12, allegedly injured with Tank. So how you know Luke Campbell would destroy him? Who is Luke Campbell destroyed at a top level? See, again, this is what I'm telling you. This is what people get mad at what I'm saying, because at first it sounds like I'm going so against the grain, but let this shit seep in. People are going off of emotions in this game. They are going off emotions. Oh, no. They want to disagree, but they can't. They don't have the intellect to disagree with me. I'm asking you, what was Luke Campbell's best authoritative, respectful win? I'm breaking them down. The fans know I'm breaking them down. I told you, I feel like Mayweather. I'm breaking them down surgically. And while y'all thinking about your next lie, the money keep coming in. We got another $2 Cash App. The channel is lit. Keep killing ego. Jake. Yeah, exactly. Bro, that's what I'm saying. So you guys still have not quantified why Luke Campbell is held in such a higher regard than a guy like Gamboa. They're both coming off losses. One to Tank, and then the other dude, Luke Campbell, is coming directly off a loss to Lomachenko where he was almost stopped. So what is the major difference? Like, I can understand if Luke Campbell had a Danny Garcia resume or something like that, but he don't. So it's all your perception of what you feel is showing up and good, bro. He doesn't have nothing. And here's the thing. If you look at these recent UK fighters, a lot of them got blazed recently. Dillian White, knocked out. Cold. Callum Smith, chopped up for 12 rounds by Canelo. Easy work. Ryan Garcia, destroyed coming from behind or, neck and neck type of fight. So what are we talking about, bro? See, everybody has this crazy next level of respect, but logically they can't break it down. They can't break it down. Y'all getting cooked. I know it hurts. I know. So I really don't see this striking crazy, like Luke Campbell's just so many levels above. Like what did he do that makes him so much more dangerous? The money keep coming in. What can I say? Listen, this what happens when I cook me a meal for y'all. Shout out to Jay Thompson, excuse me. He said $50. Oh my God, you cooking them. I told you. We having a little supper. I told you y'all gonna get your ration. Get the claps up for my man just sent 50. He just put 50 down. 2021 is over. What did Luke Campbell do, bro? That's what I'm asking. Gamboa is a crafty Cuban with explosive power. Luke Campbell is slow to me. There ain't nothing super fast about him. So what styles make fights, bro? What did he do, bro? What did Luke Campbell do? He got a gold medal. So did Gamboa. If everyone's gonna say Gamboa is washed, okay, what did Luke Campbell do in recent memory that impressed you? Why can't no one answer the question? Because I'm destroying them. That's why what I'm doing, I know what I'm doing. I'm destroying them. You can't quantify what you're saying. You can't. You're like, he tried versus Lomachenko. Okay. Or Gamboa tried versus Tank, and he tried versus Terrence Crawford, came up short. So what did he do, bro? Y'all want to glorify certain people and bash other fighters. Now I got listen. Y'all gonna answer me. Listen. Y'all gonna answer me, motherfucker. Oh, y'all gonna answer. Listen. Y'all gonna answer. It's over. All right, I'm on this shit. Pause. Y'all gonna answer, motherfucker. Okay. His record is 20-4. 66% knockout ratio. 20-4. Listen, I'm gonna cook y'all. Okay. He just fought Ryan Garcia. I'm gonna cook y'all. I know it hurts. I'm gonna cook y'all. Right before Ryan Garcia, he fought Lomachenko, right? And Lomachenko had a record of 13-1. And he lost. 12-round loss. Gamboa went 12 rounds with the sinister puncher and got knocked out in the final. So what are we talking about, bro? Like, what did Luke Campbell do? Okay, before that? Okay. Y'all say before that? All right, he fought Adrian Young with a record of 26-5-2. Who the fuck is that? Then he fought Eva Mendez, who beat him already. Then he fought Troy James, who that sounds like a rapper from Texas. Who the hell is that? And then he lost to Jorge Linares. And he beat Darlis Perez. Oh, that's a guy Gamboa had already beat. You don't know shit about boxing. Look, so he beat Darlis Perez in 2017. But Gamboa, look, this is Darlis Perez. Look, I'm cooking y'all, bro. Y'all, I told y'all I don't know shit about boxing. Look, this is Darlis Perez, and Luke Campbell beat him in 2017. But you know what else? Look who had beat him 4 years earlier. Oh, that's right. Yuriorkis Gamboa in 2013. Y'all know shit. I told you it's over. It's over. So what are we basing? Like, what is this based off of, bro? So Gamboa fought Darlis Perez in 2013 and beat him. He beat him in 2013. 4 whole years later, Luke Campbell fights him right there in 2017. What they want with me, bro? So how does Luke Campbell have this illustrious resume, but Gamboa is trash? Look, Luke Campbell, you see that? Luke Campbell, 2017. But years before that, he had already lost to Gamboa. So how are we going to trash Gamboa? Man, y'all getting cooked. It's a little bit too easy. Give me some harder work. So who else he beat? Jairo Lopez. I don't even know who the fuck that is. 21-6. Y'all the ones that telling me. Derry Matthews. I think he beat Corolla, but who the fuck is that? He has a record of 38-10-2. Man, come on, bro. What are we talking about? So who's the legendary names he beat? Gary Sykes? Look, and he already lost to Eva Mendez in 2015. And he beat UK dudes, Tommy Coyle. Who, bro, look, he beat this dude, Abu Bakr Bechelam, with a 9-6-1 resume. Bro, it's that UK matchmaking. Look at the man resume, bro. That's what, bro, he got a 0% KO ratio. Man, what type of shit is this? Bro, he got a 0% KO ratio. They didn't even get, you ain't got one knockout, bro. This is who he beat. 12-12-2. That sounds like December 12th. It sounds like a calendar. Get me off of this. I'm cooking y'all too much. Get me off this, man. Daniel Mason, appreciate you. Favorite muscle of mine is a muscle of mine. New media muscle, hardest to find. It get quiet when the truth gets thrown around. So once again, you tell me the man fought a dude 12-12-2, or he was 9-6. Man, get this shit out. So once again, I'm asking you logically to tell me who the fuck Luke Campbell. So now, since I stripped down resumes, like I always do, I stripped down the resume and told you what it was and showed you. Then what are we gonna say? Styles make fights. So you think Luke Campbell they're both southpaws, Gamboa and Luke Campbell. So Gamboa being 36 or 8 or whatever age he is, he couldn't have some veteran tricks that catch Tank or catch Devin Haney with explosive power. He's been explosive his whole career, and before he fought Tank, he got a knockout. What are we talking about, bro? Block Rishi, man. Yeah, we gonna get him out of here. Bye-bye, Rishi. And still, so once again, I'm asking y'all logically to explain what is it about Luke Campbell that y'all put him on a crazy different echelon and Gamboa is just trash. It's an agenda. It's an agenda. Because Gamboa has a better resume. What? Because Luke Campbell's tall? Canelo just chopped up a man that was 7 inches taller than him. What the fuck has height got to do when Ryan got smoke and he got speed. Man, come on. It ain't just about Sergio Martinez wasn't taller than Paul Williams, but he knocked Paul Williams out in that rematch. So you got to give me more than because he looks big. Oh, because he was about Ryan's height and size. Okay. Because Gamboa is short? Is that it? Like, come on, bro. Bro, it's over. The man record is 20-4. 20-4. And that's after 20-4 record. Gamboa is 30-4. They got the same amount of losses, bro. But Gamboa got a better resume. So I don't see what y'all talking about, bro. I don't see it. They both were what they were, gold medalists that lost their big fights. Man, come on, bro. Y'all didn't tell me it was gonna be this easy. Y'all didn't tell me it was gonna be this easy. So, yeah, I'm not understanding this whole shit that y'all talking. Because y'all know shit about boxing. Okay. So I'll leave y'all with that. But you got to make it make sense to me. And right now it ain't doing that. Devin Haney deserves an opportunity to prove himself. I don't care about all the bickering and who's he beat. He trying to beat you. Make the fight. You know? He trying to beat you. But this is how they play keep away with black fighters primarily, to the point where they can always cop a squat on Devin Haney's resume if people keep avoiding him. I mean, how do you ever get in the rotation? How do you get it? Okay, if you're Devin Haney and Teofimo saying, give me $10 million to fight you, him and his dad, and we're fight. So let's get this straight. I'm going to just do a quick recap because I know I'm baptizing y'all. I'm the new Wilder, bro. The speeches I have got Wilder power in them, and it's destroying y'all. So let's recap. Teofimo, Team Teofimo, him or his dad, whatever, said they want $10 million to fight Devin. I don't know about that, but that's a way to get yourself out the fight. If you're publicly telling how much money you need instead of just trying to go behind the scenes to see what could be done, you're publicly throwing an obstacle in front of media's eyes, which the media is going to in turn put it on their channel. So that's one thing, right? So he wants $10 million. But you'll fight George Camboso? Are you getting $10 million for him? Teofimo can fight Devin Haney, and then now there's no confusion as to who's undisputed and who's the real WBC champion. But Teofimo prefers to say, I'm undisputed, F it if you mad, and that's that. But he knows there's confusion that people have questions about. And the initial premise of why people are confused wasn't Teofimo's fault. But now he's becoming an accessory to murder if you listen to his recent interviews. He didn't create this. He fought Loma, the guy he wanted to fight, and he beat him. Fair play to you. Fair play to you. But now you're becoming an accessory because you're bragging about this confusion and saying I'm undisputed, and the only people who don't get it or who are confused are haters. No, it doesn't have nothing to do with haters. The WBC did something, right? They did something that is highly confusing. They interject. How does, in the lightweight division, not Gamboa, y'all got me tripping, Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, and Loma, oh my God, Teofimo, Devin Haney, and Ryan Garcia all have WBC belts. Explain that. You see what I'm saying? So the initial premise of what people are confused about didn't have nothing to do with Teofimo, but he continues to brag about, I'm undisputed and just deal with it. Okay, enjoy George Camboso. Bro, who like how can you silence Devin Haney talk, put up a $10 million obstacle publicly, but then fight George Camboso in Australia, and he's coming off back-to-back split decisions? Again, y'all don't know shit about boxing. Y'all, listen, I'm not one of them ones. Y'all can tell all this other stuff to other people who don't know boxing, but it don't work when you get to the real boxing brains that know what's going on. George Camboso really should have lost his last fight to Lee Selby. He's coming off a split decision as it sits, even though he should have lost. His fight before that against Devin Haney's trainer and a personal friend of the channel, Mickey Bay, and he lost, or he won via split decision. So how you got the energy to fight you had two motherfuckers, you fighting a guy with two motherfucking split decisions back to back, but Devin Haney's undefeated, and you can clarify all this WBC confusion that you didn't create, but you're helping to perpetuate, and you talking about 10 million and I don't need him. Come on, bro. We know what it is. So that's one. Then they're trying to say Ryan Garcia is so much bigger where he don't have to fight for belts. Why did he fight Luke Campbell and become the mandatory to not fight Devin Haney? Explain that. What part of the game is it where you fight for a placement? And listen, people get mad when I bring up black, white, and other and stuff like that. I'm telling you what I see. I don't care if you're mad because I'm telling you what I see. When have you ever seen Block Giovanni? This man got a shirtless picture in a room full of dudes. Get him out of here, bro. Hey, Block Giovanni. Get him out of here. The man looked like a UFC fighter and shit. All right. Thank you. Now, Ryan Garcia fought for the WBC interim. If he does not fight Devin Haney, unless he gets the tank, which I guess would supersede that in terms of critical success. If he fights anyone other than those two people, it's going to be an extremely bad look for Oscar Capanas De La Hoya and Ryan Garcia's team. Period. In what world do you have people who fight for a position? Y'all seen that man? He took his shirt off for Eagles Army and shit. That motherfucker thought he was Magic Mike and shit. Riding my pony, my saddle, waiting. That motherfucker thought he was Magic Mike in a room full of dudes. Man, come on, bro. You chanting hate them because I hate them. Oh my God, bro. Listen, I'm the kid with the most bars. You don't want to battle rap. I hate him. He think he Magic Mike chanting Tatum, but it's chanting, I hate him. Like chanting hate. Oh my God. Bars. Riding my pony, my set. Bro, get this man took his shirt off. Fuck is you talking about? What? Bro, he took his shirt off. He liked when Ryan straddled Eddie Reynoso and shit. Yeah, get him, Ryan. You're my boy. Hell yeah, dude. What? You like this part? Ride it. Send your heels up and down your spine. Ha! Juice is flowing down. If you're horny, let's do it. Bro, get these dudes out of here. Block Carlos. Get him the fuck out of here. You can frown somewhere else. Go in the corner. Listen, 2021, I'm putting him in the corner. Block him. Yeah, frown at that. We're going to turn that frown upside down. Get him with the tray pound. Oh my God. Business brain been clapping, y'all. Bro, I'm snapping y'all. My man, business brain, he clapping, y'all. We do this like a Call of Duty. This is what I do for boxing. It's my Call of Duty. If Ryan do not fight Tank or Devin, it's going to look extremely bad, period. What part of the game is it to become a mandatory and you don't push for the champion who, like, let's listen, black fighters will use Errol Spence. He wanted at the time nothing other than to fight Kell Brook, a black fighter from DeSoto, Texas, man down. Kell Brook, a UK fighter, was the guy saying, oh, he's Jeff Lacey, and basically he was the one playing games, but Errol Spence stayed to the test of time. So Kell Brook, while he was fronting off Errol Spence, Errol kept saying, I'm ready for this dude. I'll beat him. Man down. I'll go. Then when they went to the backyard, you seen what happened. That man took a knee like Colin Kaepernick. Listen, 2021, it's over. It's over. All that capping that Kell Brook was doing, and then you got in there with him. You called him Jeff Lacey and all this stupid shit. Yeah, he was Jeff Lacey, all right. He laced your ass. He laced Jeff laced me. He laced you, and you was out of there. So the point I'm making is Errol Spence, he was like, I'll be damned if I lose this spot. If I have to go. Remember, he got ducked by Konstantin Ponomarev, who was being trained by Abel Sanchez. What happened to him anyway? Bro, Konstantin Ponomarev ducked Errol Spence multiple times. A black fighter. Look at how history repeats itself. Abel Sanchez had a non-black fighter. I don't remember exactly where he's from, Russia or somewhere. And on the way up, Errol Spence was trying to fight for the mandatory slot. He was going through he got ducked by Konstantin Ponomarev 2-3 times. And they basically said he wasn't ready for Errol. So he got ducked. So they tried to divert and stuff and diversion tactics, but his goal was to fight Kell Brook. Then he started mowing down Chris Algieri. Then he mowed down Leonard Bundu. And Kell Brook had nowhere to go after the Golovkin fight. So he had to fight Errol. So you seen what happened when Errol fought Kell Brook. Stopped him. Stopped the man. What happened to that boy? Same thing with Jamal Charlo. Who is he beat? Blah, 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 blah. He tried to fight Triple G, tried to fight Canelo. No, can't do. So he had to, keep going on with his career, fight who he could fight. But the point I'm making is this. The whole time, that's two black fighters, both out of Texas, different parts. H-Town, yeah. And DeSoto, Dallas, right? Those two black fighters, Errol Spence and Jamal Charlo, stayed the course and told you every step of the way they want to fulfill and get that title shot as the #1 mandatory. Another black fighter, Sean Porter, told you, I'm the mandatory for Errol and I'm the mandatory for Crawford. He publicly said, I'll fight either, but I prefer Crawford. They're both undefeated. Crawford hasn't been through no accident or anything. And they're both pound for pound great guys in division, Crawford and Errol Spence. Sean Porter, another black fighter, told you, I'm the mandatory for both. I'll fight either, but I like the Crawford fight next because it's a storyline we haven't seen. Make sure y'all get the likes up. Make sure you get the likes up. So that's 3 random black fighters that are currently in boxing, and I showed you what you can prove when they got that mandatory position, the lengths that they were trying to go through call outs, through accepting of fights and like willing to negotiate, boom, 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 to try to make those mandatory fights happen. Danny Jacobs, another friend of the channel, another black fighter. He became the mandatory for Golovkin, I believe, with the WBA. And he told you, I want that fight. He fought him. Canelo, a fighter from Guadalajara, Mexico, his mandatory was Charlo after he beat Triple G. Conveniently, instead of the WBC enforcing, a company, the WBC, founded out of Mexico, Canelo being from Guadalajara, Mexico, conveniently, Canelo Alvarez became this brand new position, the franchise champion, and now he was automatically absolved of fighting his mandatory. Lomachenko, a fighter from the Ukraine with top rank, he beat Luke Campbell for the vacant belt. Devin Haney was his mandatory. Conveniently, the Ukrainian fighter Lomachenko became a franchise champion as well, so he didn't have to fight a black fighter, Devin Haney. Now, fast forward to Ryan Garcia, Mexican-American lad, right? Just came off of fighting a gold medalist. He is the mandatory. He is the mandatory for a black African-American fighter, Devin Haney. And you have DAZN on the telecast saying, Ryan, you're bigger than the belt. Don't go fight that guy. You don't have to. Clout chase Tank some more. Yeah. Tell me what's wrong with this problem, or what's wrong with this picture. Once again, Sean Porter, Errol Spence, Charlo, when they were mandatories trying to get that number one seed and spot, they didn't act like this. And I'm not saying all black fighters act like Sean Porter, Errol Spence, and Charlo. So don't try to use some shit that I didn't say. But I'm saying those specific fighters who happen to be black, that's how they approach the situation. But then Canelo and Lomachenko, that is not what they decided to do when they had number one mandatories. But now, fast forward to the future, Canelo Alvarez, he wants to fight a mandatory Avni Yildirim. I don't know, man. Looking shaky. It's looking shaky, baby. Now he wants to fight a mandatory. But when he had, I don't know, Jamal Charlo as his mandatory, somehow, some way, the fight mysteriously didn't or couldn't happen. But now he's forced to take this fight. Same way, Canelo Alvarez, now he has the WBC belt and he went after it. But mysteriously, when that boy David Benavidez, who throw 8-9 punch combinations, had been calling for Canelo, and when he had the belt, you never heard a chirp from Canelo. But now the whole mentality from Canelo and his team is, we only want the champions. How convenient. Listen, how convenient. And I mean this. I'm the meanest. I'm the leanest. How convenient. Now that a dangerous ass op like David Benavidez off a technicality loses his belt, now you're going after all the belts. And Charlo ain't even at the division. Looking shaky. It is looking shaky, baby. I need y'all to get the likes up because it's looking shaky. So, again, if this pattern keeps repeating and Ryan doesn't fight Devin Haney, if he can't get the Tank fight for whatever reason, because, okay, I guess the Tank would supersede everything because it's a big fight, you know? So I personally would rather see the Devin Haney fight first because I think that's more of a precursor. I don't know that Ryan is ready, but, you know, it's not my career. If they feel he's ready and they can make a lot of money, fuck it, run it. But if he don't fight either one of them and it's someone totally independent like Jorge Linares or something, then what is that going to tell you? What is that going to tell you? And then meanwhile, Devin Haney, the fans and the media can keep writing articles shaming him and saying, hey, you the email boy. You the email champion. Ha, you N-word. You're the N-word email guy. You see how convenient this is? Why he got to be all that, but he trying to fight everybody. Man, boxing, listen, we going to make some changes. All that old media stuff, it's over. It's over, bro. You can't get away with that no more. I told you, in the era of post-George Floyd, it ain't going to happen. And that was just like, it's been happening. And we took a stand on it, and we're going to continue. Bro, listen, I don't care what your race is, what your age is, what your creed is, what your gender is. But I am going to focus my channel primarily on the people that are doing right by the fans. I promise you. And that's been my mission for a while. I'd rather do something different, and I don't want to give all my ideas out, but I'd rather do something all the way left than to follow everybody else's lead. So certain fights, they're just not really interesting, you know? They're not really interesting. So as a result, I got to focus my energy on those people that are doing it right, or who are just victimized by the politics of boxing. So therefore, like, let's say David Benavidez. I don't care who he fights next. I will watch it because I know that he wants, and he's showing that he wants, all the top shelf work. So I would never hold it against him when my heart of all hearts believes he will fight all the top guys. You know, he's asking for Canelo. If the politics line up and gets it, that's a whole different story because Canelo is in the driver's seat. But I'm going to spread as much love on my channel to the people like that. And listen, you guys should too. I can't tell y'all what to do, but y'all should, because this is how we grow the sport of boxing. Listen, we're getting this whole diva era of boxing. It's over. There's too many options. There's live streaming and gaming, and boxing is already such a niche sport that you can't keep getting away with this. People are going to lose interest. There's dudes out here right now that aren't getting enough attention and exposure, who they're at points of their career, they just scrapping. I'd rather focus on that. I want to focus on that. Like Vic Pasillas, bro, he a beast. He a little beast. He got an engine. He got an engine in him. Pause. That dude, Isaac Cruz, he not playing none of these Canelo, I was born ready games. I don't give a fuck how much money Canelo got. What the fuck? Unless he gonna give me some, I don't care about that. I'm a boxing fan. Isaac Cruz, they call him the Mexican mini Mike Tyson. That's what I'm talking about. Bro, he was just on that undercard. I think it was Tank undercard, and he ran through the boy. My sound, I didn't have a time to turn my mic on because I just went live for the Boxing Eagle watch party, and the man's already knocked out the man. Isaac Cruz, mini Mike Tyson, bro. I'm checking for him. Canelo can do all these little games. If I catch it, I catch it. I don't really care. Jerron Boots Ennis, yeah. Now y'all speaking my language. The Charlo brothers, yeah. Errol Spence, the man flew through a car and he still take. So I don't care. He could take a tune-up. Errol can take a tune-up now. He just flew through a car and fought Danny. Talk about Danny, champ of the world. Talk about Philly. You see what I'm saying? Chris Colbert, he doing it right. Yeah, keep the names coming. If there's somebody we're missing, I'm checking for all these dudes. Chris Colbert looked nasty versus Arboleda. Angelo Leo, that's a good card coming up. I'd rather focus my channel on that shit because that shit is going to grow boxing because these motherfuckers ain't playing these. Caleb Plant, I'm watching his shit. That's my folk. That's my folk. Rolly on that card, that's a sick card, bro. That's what I'm saying. Boxing is over. It's over. We don't have time for these little games and shit. Canelo can fight Average Pilgrim or whoever the fuck. I like Virgil Ortiz Jr. I'm going to watch him. Jerron Boots Ennis, Rolly, I'm watching all of them. Joey Spencer, I'm watching him. Benavidez, you know I like watching Benavidez. Bro, I'm watching all that type. Danny, listen, I don't care that Danny Garcia lost. Listen, I'm everything that's right in boxing. I don't care that Danny Garcia lost. Fuck that. Fuck that lost shit. I'm watching Danny because he got a resume and he still, and his lineup be crispy and he be trying to catch people. So, yeah, bro. I ain't worried about all this little goofy shit in boxing. So you guys, he doing his thing. I'm checking for anybody that's doing their thing. I don't care where you from, what you rep, none of that. You doing your thing. Josh Taylor, I like him. You know, he could scrap. Regis Prograis, he could scrap. Okay. Shakur, okay. Bro, don't all that other stupid shit, y'all enjoy that. I'll talk about it when I want. Listen, the boxing game ain't finna milk me. I'm finna milk this. Listen, I promise you, I'm about to milk the game for everything it's worth 2021. Life is too short. You see what's happening at the Capitol? I don't care about all these games. Canelo ain't sharing his money with me. The fuck? Stephen Coolboy Fulton, I'm watching him. Anybody doing right, if you move like Andre Ward, Floyd Mayweather, I'm watching all that. I'm watching all that. I don't care. Luis Ortiz, I'm watching it. Andy Ruiz, I'm watching it. Even though he came out of shape, I'm still going to give him another chance. Gary Rowe, I'm watching him. Devin Haney, I'm watching him. I don't care about no average pilgrim and all this stupid shit. I really don't. Like, what does that do for anybody? Okay, if Canelo just, this motherfucker, the Jolly Green Giant or whatever, he just knocked his arm into a fucking tumor. Yeah, it's not a tumor. Bro, the man had a tumor on his arm. It's not a tumor. Canelo punched a tumor in this man's arm. What the fuck is average pilgrim gonna do? What the fuck is up with this clusterfuck of busters? A bunch of Buster Douglas. Oh my God. Bro, I'm about to start snapping. Hold on. Nah, that's Eminem. I can't lie. I can't plagiarize. Bro, I don't care about all this weak shit in boxing. And I get paid handsomely, so I don't give a fuck. Y'all watch the average pilgrim and y'all build it up. I might catch it if I ain't got shit to do. But that's not building boxing. And see, I got some young boys coming up and they fucking with me. Listen, I'm gonna start my own league or something. 2021, it's lit. Listen, I got some young boys coming up that y'all never even heard of, and them kids is nice. I'd rather focus my time on that, bro. Canelo, he already got money on top of money. He good. He good. So if you ain't giving me the fights that I need to see, then that's cool. Tyson Fury, this man got the motherfucking hamburger helper glove. I ain't really worried about that. Fight Wilder. That's the only thing I care to see from Tyson Fury. Because I want to see a clean fight. I don't care about Fury and, bro, how you just skip to Fury? Bro, I'm telling you, Berchelt Valdez, I'm watching that. But they not doing nothing wrong. Valdez, he always a warrior. Berchelt, I think Berchelt, he too big though. But, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Oh, my dude, Gabe Flores Jr. on that card, I'm watching it. Andrew Cancio, that's a step in the right direction. I'm watching all them, bro. I don't care about this little goofy shit y'all talking about. Canelo versus bro, Canelo's fights are getting to the point where there's no mystery. I know he's nice. I like watching Canelo fight, but there's no allure. Like, even Jermall Charlo versus Derenchenko. Me and my boy Icy talked about it, and we were betting, and we were right than a motherfucker, that the Jermell and Jermall would win. We picked them to win. But there's still enough on paper intrigue that makes you still want to watch the fight. What's happening is you got Canelo and different people, and they're doing all this weird, goofy shit. Like, I thought Jermall and Jermell would win, and I was right. But Derenchenko wasn't no sucker. I thought Gervonta Tank Davis would win, but Leo Santa Cruz wasn't no sucker. Average Pilgrim, how you gonna beat Canelo in Mexico? Man, stop it, bro. I don't care. What does that do? Bro, it's like, oh, Canelo's gonna fight 3 times. I don't give a fuck. What does that do for anybody? Chavez Jr. last fight in Mexico was better than that. Who the fuck you Canelo and a sparring partner? Man, come on. And I'm the realest in the game, so I'm the one gonna tell you how. I'm from the Bay, bro. I gotta keep it moving, gotta keep it wiggling. You feel me? I told y'all keep fucking with me and turn me back to the old me. The Canelo fights are starting to get very uninteresting because it's far too predictable. So if you're not fighting David Benavidez, Caleb Plant, Charlo or Andrade or somebody like that, god damn, then it's gonna continue to dwindle down. That's my honest opinion. Because, like, okay, we all have thought processes. But, like, let's say Ryan Garcia and Tank. I think Tank would get him right now, for sure. But it's still a good fight to the point where we got to see it. I think Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia is a potential classic. But I still got to see it. You see what I'm saying? Canelo be fighting motherfucking Paul Blart Mall Cop. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not enough for me. Because then I get to just see Canelo get off. And it's fun to watch, but I got to focus my energy. I'm one person, one voice. I'm a one-man army. Watching Canelo stack chips and I'd rather focus on that one kid in Texas or Cali that ain't got no exposure and needs some of the light because he's really working on his craft. That's where my brand is. I'm just telling you, I'm setting the standard early. That's what I would rather focus on because that's what I get enjoyment from. I don't get enjoyment seeing Canelo versus Average Pilgrim, and all this shit because it's too one-sided. It's too one-sided. Like, who the fuck is going to pick Average Pilgrim to beat Canelo when he just damn near stopped Callum Smith? It's unnecessary. I'd rather him sit out until a bigger fight becomes available. Icy, what's up? I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. If Canelo don't KO Yildirim in less than 4, I never want to hear y'all disrespect Eubank Jr. That's another great. I'm glad Icy's staying on top of it. Pause. Chris Eubank. He's another guy that called out Canelo. Why he can't get no smoke? He fought at 60, 68. He said he really a 60-pounder. So, Canelo, he could play the little games and shit. Enjoy that. Y'all can, paint freckles on your face and dye your hair red until your little heart's content. Me, I'd rather focus on these Victor Pasillas. I enjoy watching what he's doing. There's that, what's that black dude? Country bumpkin looking motherfucker. Heavyweight. John Coffey. The Green Mile looking Michael Coffey. That man, he built like the Green Mile and shit. A shorter version. Yeah, boss. I just want to go to Disneyland, boss. Bro, yeah, I'm watching shit like that because that's real. Like, they had points in their career where they still hungry and still trying to show that they the nicest. Errol is still at a point in career. He's still trying to show you he the nicest. Charlo, he trying to show you he's the nicest. Their moves are showing it. Man, I'm done ranting. I'm done ranting. Take your head off. Praying mantis. Dump his body in the lost city of Atlantis. Listen. I just, 2021, we got to make this a magical year, period. Bro, Average Pilgrim coming off a loss. And you see the WBC trying to cape for the fight. Oh, it is a good fight. People don't know. Man, that shit weak. You can say whatever. Mauricio Sulaiman, he can say whatever you want. The shit is cap. Bro, we know Canelo's good. Anyone who watch him fight see he good. That shit is weak. Eddie Reynoso, Chepo Reynoso, they know this shit is weak, bro. So hopefully Canelo make the right decision and fight somebody, if he has to do that Average Pilgrim shit, at least his next one, please make it somebody better. But if it's Billy Joe Saunders, Billy Joe need to fight Andre. I made a video about it. Bro, we going to clean boxing up. It's okay. Bro, I dare Canelo to fight Average Pilgrim and Billy Joe Saunders. Bro, Canelo going through he going through everybody from Europe. If you from Europe, he not giving a fuck. Canelo like, hey, better. If you from Europe, then not giving a fuck. Europe. Slow it down. I just dissed you. I said, if you're from Europe, then Canelo like, hey, better. Europe. Oh my gosh, bars. Man, the kid with the most bars. I said, Canelo fight nothing but British fighters. If you're from Europe, then Canelo like, hey, better. Europe. Bars. That's a bar. Listen, I said Canelo not giving a fuck. Fighting a bunch of British fighters. If you're from Europe, then Canelo like, hey, better. Europe. Oh my gosh, bro. The bars is tough. If you're from Europe, then Canelo like, hey, better. Europe. Man, stop playing. I'll fuck all y'all up with the lyrics. Let's get it. Anyway, that's my time. I don't know why I got off all wild aggressive, but I had to get that off my chest. Listen, I just want to see good fights, bro. All the little politics and old media shit, that's just a dub, bro. They running through the Capitol Hill and shit. I ain't got time for it. Boxing is a niche sport. Make the good fights, that we want to see, period. Holla at the kid. We working. I'm out. Who got the hot seat, man? Who's in the hot seat? What are you talking about? Icy. Who need the hot seat? He said Floyd beat Canelo into a sunken place. Who the fuck is Sean Coleman? It's about to get real cold, man. He won't fight Eubank because he has 2 losses already. Bro, Amir Khan had probably 2 losses or more. Danny Garcia, Bradis Prescott. Boom. Get him out of here, Icy. That was stupid. Canelo fought Amir Khan, and he already had losses to Bradis Prescott and Danny Garcia. So how did Amir Khan get the fight? Yildirim coming off a loss. Man, Icy, block this man. That man, Amir Khan, came up in weight with that. Ish. That ish shit. Yildirim just came off a lot. Get him out of here. It's too stupid. It's too stupid. It's too stupid to even try to argue that. Anyway, I'm out.